therefore, and it's this princely way. It takes longer because you're cleansing karma. But how else can a Buddha arise out of the world sphere, the miasma that's in this world sphere, except by cleansing or having cleansed all of the karma? A being such a Buddha cannot leave this earth sphere until all the karma is gone. It's not a matter of working to be nice. It's not a matter of not working to be nice. It's just a matter of riding that karma, cleansing it from life to life. And the closer you become towards the rank of a Buddha, the more and more the karma becomes refined. And some of it is worse than that, because it's a very difficult thing to properly understand this process. Let me try to explain a little bit. A great enlightened being, a bodhisattva of high degree, most of their karma has been serving, helping others. The karma that often as they receive is abuse, is theft, is what Jesus received on the cross, crucifixion. The attitudes of the scribes and Pharisees, that type of hatred for what he represented. The Roman authorities, Pontius Pilate washing his hands. I have nothing more to do with this man, but he was scourged and all the rest of it, had to bear that cross. All of you must do the same. But what I'm trying to get to is that action that others have done to the bodhisattva. And he's not the only one. Over and over again, you have history where the great ones in our societies are the ones that are trying to defeat the Dark Brotherhood incarnate around them. They get scourged, pillaged, destroyed with, like Galileo, not being able to write his book on the motions of the sun, right? Prescribed by the Roman Catholic Church. We can go into all these great sons of God, to use that phrase, and see how much they've been attacked by the society, the humanity they've come to help. All of you have similar sort of karma as well. Then later on, a great one incarnates. What type of karma do they have? They have the karma of having to pay back somehow the way they were attacked. Sometimes, therefore, the way that the karma manifests does not make the type of perfect individual that most people think a great one can act or should act as, for instance, as a Buddha. Now, this doesn't happen consciously. One doesn't, an enlightened one doesn't say, I'm going to do this and this and this to those people. It works out in such a way that compassion always manifests. The greatest number can be educated. I can reverse it, for instance, and put it this way. When Jesus opened his mouth and said, I am the way, the truth, and the light. No man cometh to the Father but by me. To the Jews around him, that was blasphemy. The greatest crime he could have committed in those days was blasphemy. And then he backed it up by miracles and things like that. He was giving back to the scribes and Pharisees what they had done to him in an earlier life. What did they do to him? Well, it relates to doctrines, to teachings. He caused them to hate him, caused them to conspire against him, by saying those things. It's an energy field that he generated by simply setting himself up as that one that is different from you, not following the prescribed religion, but saying that he is an incarnation of God. It's a difficult one. What you normally will suffer is malicious gossip. And what Jesus suffered was malicious gossip. They gossiped and conspired against him. They tried to figure out how to get rid of him. He was a thorn on their side. All great ones and incarnate, they suffered the same malicious gossip. And malicious gossip is what? It's black magic mantras that affect a lot of people in far earlier cycles of time, or when you were in positions of power. You ruled people, for instance, in the Roman Empire, or as nobles, kings and queens, great lords. You gave edicts. You told people how to live their lives. You know, disciples then, but you're in power. When you told people how to live their lives, then you caused a lot of nagging, a lot of resentment and so forth. You caused all that, they must suffer it later. Or you cause laws and must suffer it later, and so forth. There's forms of karma which most of you don't think of because you think mostly in terms of money. How much money do I have? You think maybe in terms of sex or whatever, your own material comforts. But when it comes to spirituality, it's the power of the mouth where the most karma is and generated. What you say to others, what you don't say to others, how people misinterpret you, and so forth.